What up, Nerdy Squad? It's your boy Otis back with another movie review. And right now, we got to talk about the new movie on Netflix, Hidden Strike, starring John Cena and Jackie Chan. Now, I forgot that this movie was even coming out. I just happened to scroll through YouTube. I seen a thumbnail for a review for this movie, and I was like, oh, this movie finally came out. So, let's not waste any time and jump straight into it. So, first thing first, man, Jackie Chan and John Cena is two people I would never thought I would see star in a movie together. And in this movie, they make a very odd couple. I honestly swear the dialogue between these two, when it's them talking to each other, there was no script for it. It was just them literally going back and forth like they just made some stuff up on the fly. John Cena plays this big, kind of goofy ex-soldier. He's basically WWE John Cena in this movie. And then you got Jackie Chan, who plays pretty much Jackie Chan. A little more serious character. And throughout this whole entire movie, they're basically trying to one-up each other with the jokes and, just saying goofy stuff. And it's so weird when they talk to each other. It's like they don't mesh very well. This whole movie takes place in a desert. Jackie Chan is the soldier trying to save these people at this research facility for oil. And John Cena is an ex-soldier trying to get some water to this small town of people. And their stories eventually come together. And this is where everything just kind of starts to continue to get more wonky, right? So John's trying to go after the big bad in this movie because the big bad, spoiler alert, killed his brother. And Jackie Chan is going after the big bad because, again, spoiler alert, the big bad kidnapped some scientists for oil that they are trying to get to make money off of. So this is, again, why their stories come together. And it's a really weird movie, man. Again, every time John Cena and Jackie Chan are on screen, them talking to each other, the dialogue is really weird. Like I said, they had to have not had a script and just made up everything on the fly. And of course, his daughter, Jackie Chan's daughter, not his real daughter, but the movie daughter, is in this movie. And she's at the research facility, and they have this strained relationship because obviously his wife, her mom, died, and then he left to go do some missions, basically leaving the daughter off with whoever. And so she feels like, he doesn't really care about her as much as he say he does because he really wasn't a part of her life after the mom died. He just went off and did missions. And she's letting him know that, and he's letting her know that that wasn't true. He's always been there for her, and even though he wasn't physically there for her. And she's just kind of there. She doesn't really add anything to the movie. Again, weird pairing with John Cena and Jackie Chan. The only good thing I would say about this movie is the fight scenes that they're in when they're fighting off the bad guys, the foot soldiers. That's really the only good thing about this movie. Everything else is not really good. The bad guy is really forgettable. His motivation for why he's doing what he's doing is because he is, stealing the oil from this land because he worked for, I guess, this company for so many years, some big corporation, and he feels like, look, I'll put everything on the side to make a family for myself and do all this stuff to do this job, run these missions for y'all, and I want a bigger piece of the pie, so that's why he's doing what he's doing. And he just feels forgettable. I don't even know what the dude's name is. I don't even know what the daughter's name is. Excuse me, that's how bad this movie was. These characters are pretty much freaking forgettable. And Jackie Chan and John Cena are going after him to save the scientists and, of course, avenge his brother's death. And there really wasn't much to this movie, man. I don't really know much about how pacing the movies goes, but this movie felt okay at times, and other times it felt boring, and I really found myself being pulled out of it. I was sitting there watching it, and I was just like, I'm kind of bored. I'm going to go wash some dishes, I'm going to get something to eat real quick, but there was really nothing about this movie that made me feel like I need to be invested in it, you know what I mean? I tried to take a break a little bit and come back, and there was still nothing about this movie that made me feel like I should be watching it. It was boring. It was just boring. Like there's nothing about it that really was exciting. But I knew from the trailer when I watched it, there wasn't nothing about it that made it feel like an A-budget movie. You know what I mean? The trailer looked like a low-budget film. I saw somebody else's review today. They said the movie came back out in 2021, or should have been made in 2021, but then it just came out this year. So it was kind of confusing, about whatever year it came out in. Somebody else said it came out, it was a movie that had been on the show for 5 years. I guess it was supposed to come out 5 years ago. I don't know. But anyway, my point is this movie was boring. John Cena and Jackie Chan carry this movie as much as they possibly can. And for what they get to work with, it's not much. Like I said, John Cena is big, kind of, goofy. He's WWE John Cena. He's giving these soldiers weird nicknames, and it's funny. I like him in this movie. I think he did a good job. He was funny. Jackie Chan does a good job. A lot of the action scenes are really good. There's one scene in this movie where Jackie Chan is fighting one of the soldiers, and he's one of the upper level soldiers, and they go back and forth with these karate moves. Jackie Chan is using like the area to his benefit. At one point, he has like these hooks attached to his suit, and he kind of uses them to kind of like bungee up and like, just try and stop the upper level soldier from doing what he's doing. And the movie, honestly, that's probably like the only good things about this movie was the fight scenes. Everything else that happened, boring. There's a scene in the movie in the beginning, I almost forgot, where these Mad Max looking version characters in these outside vehicles drive up into the buses because these people are trying to get away from the sandstorm, and they cry. They bust open the windows. One of the soldiers gets thrown out of the vehicle, and nothing happens to her. She literally gets thrown out of this moving bus, and she just rolls over and gets back up almost if nothing happened. So I thought that part was kind of weird. But again, looking at the trailer for this movie, there was nothing really about it that said it was a big budget movie. It's an A-list celebrities and John Cena and Jackie Chan, but a low budget movie. And I tried to get into it, but the more I watched it, the more I just felt like it was just an off movie with a low budget bad guy who I could care less about. His motivation honestly did nothing for me. John Cena and Jackie Chan's motivation made sense, but this movie was just a low budget movie that really didn't need to be, I don't know, I won't say it needed to be made. Maybe they just did it for a check. But the movie was just boring and uninteresting. And I need to bring up the end of this movie, okay? At the end of this movie, all three characters, John Cena, Jackie Chan, and Jackie Chan's daughter, are in this big truck, and they have like a rocket strapped to it, right? And so they're zooming to catch up to the bad guy who's in like one of those outside ATV vehicles. They catch up to him, they get his vehicle stuck to their truck, and they're going towards this huge cliff. So all three of them jump off the truck. Well, of course, it looked like three of them, but it was just Jackie Chan and his daughter. And the truck goes over and it, crashes over the cliff. They manage to jump and, land in this opening kind of rock formation, this opening in the side of a hill. And the bad guy is in his ATV truck. And the whole, the whole, not wire, whatever it is, rope that is attached to the truck is attached to his ATV. And so when he decides to, I guess maybe he thinks that the rope is attached to them, when he tries to drive off, the rope pulls his truck and pulls him down, and he ends up, of course, crashing to his death. Now, of course, you have the three, John Cena, Jackie Chan, and Jackie Chan's daughter make it. And they don't show it, but they do show it in like the after credit scene where the credits are rolling, and then you see them at the town that John Cena was originally in trying to save the people. And I just thought that part was kind of stupid because he should have probably got out the truck and saved his skin, but he tried to be a smart ass and tried to kill them thinking it was going to work, and he ended up killing himself. The movie was just boring. Jackie Chan and John Cena did the best they could, but I swear they had no script for these characters. They went in, and the dialogue between these two was just whatever they wanted. Again, John Cena was this big goofy, well, he wasn't goofy, but he was a big jokey character that kept, just making jokes throughout the whole film. And Jackie Chan was, the more serious guy, but when they were talking to each other, again, I'm honestly not going to recommend this movie to anybody unless you're a fan of John Cena or Jackie Chan. That's the only way I'm recommending this movie. Other than that, do not watch it. And with that being said, I'm going to give this movie a 5 out of 10. I don't know how this movie is number one movie or the top 5 movie, at least when I saw it on Netflix. Maybe because it's got John Cena and Jackie Chan, but there's no way in the world this movie should have been anywhere near top 10. But if y'all have seen this movie, y'all post your comments down below. Y'all let me know what you all think. And I'll catch you on my next review. Peace. I'm out, baby.